Hello everybody, welcome back to the Design Edge. Another whiteboard session for you today. Today we're going to be continuing on with our research design. We're going to be talking about industrial analysis. First of all, industrial analysis can either be qualitative or quantitative. Quantitative aspects are just using mathematical forecasting to assess data, future and present data, and the qualitative analysis requires owners to use own judgment when retrieving information. So how do we actually use the industrial analysis, or conduct it rather? Well, we start with a concise overview of the industry with other organization analysis included. Then we usually move on to some historical data within context of the nature and the industry, basically discussing the growth potential. Then we move on to the economical factors and purpose of the company as well as the industry at large. Next, we move on to comparing similar products and services within our industries. And now we have to examine the analytical form. This comes from all sorts of facts and stats that our clients ask us for. Next, move on to the forecasting aspect of it. We forecast industry growth as well as company growth. We use this through various financial modeling. And then we move on to the Porter's five forces. This is the most important part. This also includes government regulations that are coming or long gone. And then we have our long-term and short-term valuations that impact the industry based on all of our things that we've listed out here. So let's move on to discuss the five-force analysis. That was a tool, well, not really a tool, just a way to analyze industries from a guy named Michael Porter. And he started out with examining the threats of new market entrants, and this can either be classified as easy or hard to enter industries. The next thing he looks at is the bargaining power of suppliers. And then he also goes on to describe the bargaining power of buyers or consumers. After he examines this, he also likes to examine the threats of substitute or substitutes in terms of products. And then he also likes to examine the degree of competitive rivalry within the industry as well as the company itself. All of extra information regarding these five forces will be posted on our website in the form of our book review / summaries in our PDF download section of our blog. However, I do want to illustrate some of the differences that are included within the five force analysis, and this can include things like the size, sales, revenues, number of customers, etc., the structure, the number of brands, competitors, distribution channels, how products get from original producers to final consumers, customer needs and wants, or the basis of marketing segmentations, growth, the rates and growth, product life cycles or stages of life cycles for the industry and for products and brands within it, as well as the alternatives for consumers, aka substitute products. Thank you guys for tuning in again this week. Next week on Friday at 4 p.m., we will be discussing in more detail the qualitative analysis aspects of what we do at Human Centered Healthcare.